Back again, BC, just to some of the things. This is probably why I should make some notes and do a run through before I do these videos, because that way I don't forget anything. But I usually just get on here and start talking, and that's probably why all my videos are 30 minutes long. Uh, this is Bustin' Surfboards by the Tornadoes, Sun-Dazed album that I bought a couple of years, 2 or 3 years back. Apropos of nothing, I just always like to show a record at the beginning of my videos, so I'll just grab that one. Kind of a cool two-tone green and blue vinyl. It's surf music, and I think I don't know much about the Tornadoes otherwise, but they were just one of those guitar surf bands, and kind of fun stuff. So I'm back again after having made a video just a few minutes ago, but you get to hear a little bit of the second side of Lydia Lovelace's new album, which is a plus. Probably more interesting than listening to me. But yeah, I wanted to just check back in and to say I really appreciated it. It meant a lot. I think in my 3 subscribers contest, I know that people that have done a video so far, Adam Lee, Robert Z, Mean Mr. Mayo, Mr. Hall of Fame, Rockboy 680, Karsten Olston, they all sort of shouted out to other people on VC to check out my videos and subscribe. So that was really nice of them. They didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that. And I have got quite a few subscriptions off of that, or have gotten a few subscriptions. So I thank everyone that subscribed. I thank you all for saying, check them out. DJ Thunder 1970 did a response video, did the same. I think he kind of got the 3 subscribers thing because he was laughing about that at the beginning. And Trish Mullins and Steffi Vaughn, I think, also have Trish actually did a video just telling people to go look at my channel. So thank you for that, Trish. I haven't seen your entry though yet in the 3-second contest, so I hope you're going to do one. And again, if anyone is not technologically inclined, I'm certainly not. So if you don't have the editing and video skills to sit there and queue up these little snippets of songs, you can just play them as best you can, or you don't have to play them at all. If you just want to make a list and sit there and read off that, my favorite snippets of songs are the first 2 seconds of Satisfaction, the Look Out, Look Out, Look Out from Leader of the Pack by the Shangri-Las. Whatever, you just want to read them if you want to play them. Just like to see a lot of people subscribe because I'd like to hear hear what they have to say. And Joe, Mean Mr. Mayo, in his entry, he had suggested that maybe I might want to combine the snippet contest with the challenge to listen to an album that you've never heard and report back on it, which is not a bad idea. But I think at this point, I think the contest is going to run about 3 more weeks. I will just go ahead and leave the contest as its own and let people do their album they haven't heard if they want to do that. And so far, Joe's the only one that has done that, so I hope to see a lot more people do those. That's not really a contest again, but if you want to do the video to do both in one, that's certainly fine. But yeah, just do that. So today is the 50th anniversary of my favorite album of all time, the Beatles' second album. I've talked about that in quite a few videos, but Joe, Mean Mr. Mayo again, did a great video about that today. So go check that out. I would highly recommend it. He does a great run through the songs on the album and some of the background of the album, and he is doing that on the 50th anniversary of, so far he's done Meet the Beatles, and today he did this Beatles second album. He's doing that on the 50th anniversary of the American Beatle albums, which, as we all know, were different song order and so forth, and different mixes from the British original albums. So I guess he'll be coming up here later in the year with Hard Day's Night and Something New, and then on from there. One thing, and I don't want to spoil anything on his Beatles second album video. I recommend you go watch it. But he was talking about the difference between the songs on there. There's no Beatles second album in England or anywhere else, but the difference between the mix, the sound of the songs on the Beatles second album and on like the British albums and albums in other parts of the world, and saying that he's kind of used to the American, so it sounds like something's missing when he hears the other versions. I was just thinking it's kind of funny because the other day I was the Beatles mono box set CDs. I was playing Help in the car going to work, the album, not song, well the song too, but and it always when I hear the British version now, because you know we've had the British CDs over here in America since '87 or so, but and even having those back in the '80s when they came out, it always when I hear the song Help, it's like, well, wait a minute, where's the James Bond theme? And because it just goes into the song on the British version, and so anyway, I'm rambling, but and I wonder too, because if people in England, if they, I don't know why they would have ever bothered to pick up the American albums, unless like collectors now probably have, but if you talk about the James Bond theme, if that sounds weird to them, if they hear the American version and like what's this thing doing here? Where's Help? And anyway, so yeah, Beatles second album post that Joe put up today. Definitely check that out. He has also been doing, and he hadn't done them lately, so I hope he gets back to doing them pretty soon because I really enjoy them. A year or so ago, I guess it was, he said he didn't want to just review Beatles albums because a lot of people have done that, and he didn't know they really had much to add. But even though the take on doing the releases that are specific to America is really an inspired choice and been neat to watch. But so he said he was going to do the solo Beatle albums instead, and he's done. I don't know how many he's done so far. I think he's done about 15 or 20 of them, and he just bounces between Ringo, John, Paul, and George, and so he's not like doing all the Paul and then all the John. He's just sort of whichever one he's in the mood to do, I guess. And those are really great, but it's been a while since he's done one, and so I'm hoping that's going to continue and hadn't gone away. And the other thing was, keep going back to Joe, he had the soundtrack albums he did a video of today, I think, might have been yesterday, the Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, with the green vinyl and all the posters and stuff. That's I've got to pick that up. That is really cool, and the music on that is great too. So I mean, it's even if it was just black vinyl record and a cover, it'd be worth having because it's great old soundtrack with some really neat music. But I mean, the packaging on that is pretty cool. So just wanted to thank everybody. Like I said, I hope I'm not missing somebody, and I'm sure I am. But Adam Lee, Karsten, Robert Z, DJ Thunder, Mean Mr. Mayo, Rock Boy, Trish, Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame. So for telling people to go watch my videos and all that's really cool of y'all. And so that's all I have written down. I probably forgot something, and I'll remember it as soon as this is uploading. But have a good day, everybody, and we'll see you soon.